In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is going on, YouTube? It's UFC 251, the breakdown. I'm here with my buddy, Rob Bader. We are the MMA analysts, and this is the Imola show. So, Badler, sorry. Alright, what is going on, my brother?
Oh, you know, just chilling.
Just chilling.
I'm getting stoked for this fucking car tomorrow.
So, UFC 251 will be held in the United Arab Emirates on Yas Island in Abu Dhabi. Fight Island. So how do we feel about this? The UFC's finally made it happen, folks. It's in Fight Island. Rob, how do you feel about this?
I'm pretty stoked, man. I didn't think it was gonna happen. Thought they would have just done it at the Performance Institute like they've been doing, but they got the job done. They got it done. They want to do an outdoor arena, big venue, proper way, no restrictions. Hasn't been
done in 10 years. So last time it was done was Silva Maya, and we all know Dana did not like that performance at all. By
bit of a sticker main event, but don't shoot. You know what? That's still one of the most iconic Frankie Edgar fights we've ever seen. Is his coming out party when you dethroned one of the best lightweight champions.
Yeah, BJ Penn by decision. Now,
dominating decision too. It wasn't even close.
Yes.
5-0.
Yeah.
Easily.
And that was another beautiful arena, the Ferrari World Arena.
It was great. And then just the main event.
Yeah.
Didn't deliver. But they got it back. I mean, Fight Island is stacked, except for the prelims. But
yeah, we won't get into that. Now, speaking of Fight Island, we are in July. We're in Abu Dhabi. Do you think the humidity is going to play a part with these fighters?
No. No, I don't think so. I think UFC gets it done. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. There's no reason they can't figure out a way to cool down this octagon and keep these fighters comfortable and make these fights happen.
Now,
this is the biggest fight of the summer. Everybody wants to see our George and our Kamaru go at it. So there's no way they're gonna botch this. They have to get it done properly. This is the first Fight Island event. It's going down.
Now, I hear you playing, like, I hear what you mean. Like, these fighters are training for this humidity. You got to think about this, though. You get a fight like Jessica and Rose, like, Rose is from the United States, and Jessica's from Brazil. Jess is used to the humidity in Brazil, and Rose, not so much. And same goes with the Paige Van Zandt Ribas fight, is Paige is from the States, Ribas is not. Like, this...
Yeah, you're right.
You've seen it Embedded. We watched Embedded episode 1, and Paige got off the plane, and she said it was swimming through... She was pretty much swimming through that air, so...
Yep. Yeah, you're right. And if you recall, when they went to Mexico the first time, not that this is directly related, but everyone thought Kane was going to dominate Fabricio. Nobody expected Fabricio to win. He was one of the biggest underdogs to UFC heavyweight title fights history, and he dominated.
Yeah, and
I think he finished him, did he not?
Yeah, he did, and that was at a very high altitude in Mexico City too. And people thought that Kane, being from Mexico, hey, he's going to have the advantage. No, he trains in the United States at a low altitude
ATT.
AKA with DC and all them. But from bottom to top, we will go. And so I will start with one of everyone's favorite female fighter, who in your eye is a glorified ring girl. My wifey. Paige Van Zandt versus Savannah Ribas.
9-4, man. She's on the downhill of her career that didn't even really start.
I agree. I agree. Now, this fight, I've predicted it going at least 2 rounds. I've got Paige trying to survive at least 1 round.
Same.
Running. Yeah, she's going to be running for her life in this fight.
I'm not dissing her that bad. Like, she is a tough girl, but I don't think she has the skills to beat Ribas. I think Ribas is the real deal. I mean, she's only lost once in her career, and she looks dominating each and every time she steps in that octagon. There's no reason Ribas plays games with her. She should get her out of there.
I completely agree with you on that. Now, what do you think she's going to finish her with? I'm going with a high head kick.
It's tough to say. I mean, like, these MMA, right? But I do think it's going to be finished on the feet. I think she's going to put her down with punches or any strike, really, kicks, punches, whatever works, whatever's there. she's not going to be searching for anything. She's smart enough fighter to just take what's there.
I hear you on that. Now, a fight shadowed by the co-main and the main event is personally my favorite fight of the night. I think would be the Jessica Andrade Rose Namajunas fight. I think
Thug Rose,
I think this is your favorite fight as well, because
one of them, yeah, for sure. Like I love the main event and the co-main event. Probably the co-main event is Max Holloway. We're from Canada. How do we not love Max?
Yeah.
Sixth Island.
Yeah.
But yeah, we love Max, but this is definitely one of them. Thug Rose is my favorite female fighter of all time. I do think she's still the best 155 or 115er on the planet next to Weili Zhang. That fight's definitely got to happen. I think she dispatches Andrade. She didn't have the chance to make the adjustments that she needed to from that slam. She was piecing her up in the first two, and this should be an easy fight for her. I think she's going to make all the adjustments. Trevor Whitman's a genius. What he's done with Justin Gaethje and Rose and herself is brilliant. He's got to win Coach of the Year. He's got to.
Yeah.
What he's done he's fantastic, and that whole team, I love it. Thug Rose all day long, probably unanimous decision. Andrade is the beast. Thug Rose is a polished striker now. This isn't like the same one we've seen against JJ. She's a lot better. She's gonna take her time, piece her up, probably just work the decision, and it's gonna be a phenomenal performance.
Now, have you watched any of Embedded over this past week?
I have not. I've seen a few here and there, but I've been really paying attention to like George.
Yeah.
Watching his YouTube channel, like what the content he's putting on against Kamaru. You can't not love it.
Oh yeah, the talk is real for that fight. But seeing Pat Barry with Rose, that is a scary sight. That man, I've seen him give her a few good swats.
Such a small girl, am I right?
Yeah, but I seen him give her a few swats, and she took them like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's not uncommon for them.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know that.
Pat's instrumental in Rose's success as much as Trevor Whitman, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And he has full confidence in Trevor, and Trevor has full confidence in Pat. Pat takes it home with him, and you see them all the time on Facebook and Instagram. They're working together. They're always in the front yard when it's nice out. Well, maybe not so much in COVID, but that's pretty much their mantra.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably the best system for Rose. Thug Rose is like in her prime right now. I think she's exactly where she needs to be.
So we're both agreed this will be a number one contender. Winner of this would get Weili Zhang next, probably on Fight Island as well.
I do, but like I'm not. It sounds like I'm ripping apart Andrade, but like what? She didn't really look that great against Rose, and then she gets dominated by Weili Zhang. I mean, does she really? I don't know.
But she's got it.
Probably number one contender. This is the UFC, right?
She has to get through Rose though. So if Rose does win,
look who's fighting for the bantamweight title tomorrow night. That doesn't rankings don't matter. There. This is Aljo Sterling. Aljo Sterling's probably pissed.
Well, he could get the winner of this. So
he better.
Yeah,
he better. His last performance was 10 seconds.
Yeah,
a minute.
About a minute.
It was quick.
About a minute. Yeah.
Wrapped him up, choked him out. That's Matt Serra though.
Yeah.
Matt Serra's brilliant.
And who's the other guy out there? Ray Longo.
Fantastic coach. That's another one. I love the Ray Longo, Trevor Whitman, Javier Mendez. These are all rich geniuses. Our Varas. There's so many.
Now, Rob, I know you don't only study MMA. You also are very deep into sports, but you also are very deep into boxing. So this statement might make a lot of sense to you. Viewers at home, this might not make sense to you, but in the whole essence of fighting, as you get older, your body tends to put on the weight, and it's very, very hard to get it off.
Yeah.
And so as we get older, these fighters seem to go up in weight classes, and they keep stacking up and up and up. A great example with this is Conor. Conor was the 145-pound king. He took that from Jose Aldo, who was reigning champ for 10 years, WCW.
You're right. Yeah.
No, and Conor went up 155, then he went up to 170. It's going to be very hard for him to get back down to 155 after this.
Right, though. The money's right. Conor showed that he can get down there. I hate Conor, just to be clear.
Yeah.
I hate praising him. I'm a Khabib guy all the way, but Conor has proven if the money's right, Floyd Mayweather 145 is doable.
Yep.
What they fight at 145 or 144. something stupid like that.
Yeah. Now, in bringing up this weight cutting thing, this brings me to the biggest, I don't know how to say this, the biggest question mark of the whole event from my point of view, and kind of showing Jose Aldo off as this genius and this master of weight cutting. If you go back to the Conor days, this guy had so many problems trying to cut down to 145 that now you see this guy. He went up to 155 and now has dropped down to 135. And
you gotta remember though, a lot of people believe that in his prime, when he was the most dominant, and this still holds true, the most dominant 145-pound champion the UFC has ever seen, a lot of people believe that that wasn't the right weight cut. He should have been at 135. I believe that this is the best move that Aldo's ever made for himself. Like, he lost the last fight on paper, and like, I'm not a fan of Aldo getting the title shot by any means, but the matchup is picture perfect for him. Can you imagine Aldo versus Aljo? That's not fair. But this is perfect for him. A guy that hasn't really had much experience in the main event. A guy that hasn't really faced many people. I mean, the guy's biggest fight is Uriah Faber.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I love me some Uriah Faber, and I really do think Petr Yan's spectacular. But at the same time, I mean, Uriah Faber's 36 years old, hasn't been in the title picture for some time.
And he came back and fought a surgeon kid.
Yeah, Ricky Simon. I don't know.
That was a false call on that one. I think he should have stayed back on that. Now,
like, this kid is the real deal, but all those experience against guys like Max Holloway, Conor McGregor, Mendez.
Well, how about this though? Max dispatched him twice at 145.
Yeah, but you gotta remember the second fight, Jose had him on skates.
Yes.
And like, Max is a much bigger man. Max can fight at 155 with ease.
Yeah.
There's no way that that Max shouldn't have taken him out just based off Max's boxing skills alone. Max is also one of the best 145 champions of all time. He's fantastic. I
am a huge Max Bless Holloway fan, but this has always been on my mind as an MMA guy. Does Max's chin hold up at 155? That is the biggest question. Exactly. That's.
Well, yes and no. I mean, he fought a fucking killer in Dustin and lasted 5. That's spectacular in itself.
Dustin really only landed 1 or 2 clean, but not a Dustin shot. Like, he didn't have the power on there. If he had the power, like...
I know, but there's a few shots he landed clean, not really, like, all the way power shots, just piecing them up. He was hurt. I mean, he was hurt off medium shots that wouldn't put a normal 155er to bed. I don't know. I don't think Max should fight at 155. I think 145 is perfect.
Yeah, that's his home.
Yeah.
But
we'll get into that. I think Max... We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that. But next question: who is Petr Yan? Like, I haven't seen much. You haven't heard, like,
upcoming boxer. He he has fantastic hands and hands of stone. The reason I think Aldo beats him is 1, off experience, and 2, Aldo just walked through Marlon Moraes. I mean, he lost that fight. Maybe he won, maybe he didn't. It was really close. He wasn't hurt. That's my big thing. Marlon Moraes is a killer.
Yes.
A lot of people think that he is the most devastating power shot puncher and kicker. Some of the most deadly head kicks I've ever seen. A lot of people think he's the guy at 135 that should be in the title shot. It's hard to dispute that.
Yeah.
If Aldo can take those shots, I think he should be able to beat Petr Yan.
100% agree. I think Petr Yan comes in a little bit too overzealous, thinking he can do what Conor did. And
what if Aldo takes him down? We've never seen Petr on his back. That'll be interesting.
That'd be very interesting. And for a lot of people that are not Petr Yan fans or don't know much about him, the funny part about this is, if you want to look at this man, he is Russian, okay? He is Dagestani, okay? And his camp is Khabib's camp. So if you want to see something funny here, you look up those names in that camp. You got Islam Makhachev, you've got Khabib, you got Zabib, you got Zakara.
Zabib, yeah.
And then
Zabib's kind of doing his own thing with
but the funny part is
Ray Longo and them though, right?
Yeah, you got all these names that sound Russian, and then you have Petr Yan, who doesn't sound Russian, but is from this camp. But people need to recognize that this is a vicious camp. Like, we are seeing massive killers coming out of this camp.
Don't Petr out.
No.
I can't count Aldo out either. He
No.
was fantastic against Marlon. I thought maybe he won that fight. And both of those guys are deserving of a title shot.
And for
Stanima at 135 too, he looked fantastic against Marlon.
And this is for the vacant title since Henry Cejudo is retired. So
is he though? I think he's gonna be. I think we're gonna see Henry Cejudo versus Ryan Garcia in 2021. Book it.
We could. But
if Ryan gets past his next title defense.
Yes, very true. Very true.
That's been brewing for a couple months. This is just Floyd Mayweather and Conor all over again, but the smaller guy.
And that all started from social media too. Like,
I guarantee you, they're not pulling in even a quarter of what those guys pulled in.
Oh no, those are the two biggest showmakers in the world, Conor and Floyd.
I mean, if you want that kind of money, you gotta fight a Lomo. You gotta fight a Terrence Crawford. Those are the guys that make that. Those are the number one pound for pound fighters in the world.
Well, I would love to see Henry and fucking Canelo go at it.
Oh, but Henry would fucking kill. Canelo would fucking kill Henry in one punch, I think.
Yeah?
Look what he did to Sergey Kovalev. Oh my God.
Come on, though. Come on now. If anybody,
light heavyweight, come on, bro.
Yo, do we all know how Kovalev fights, right? Kovalev has one way of fighting, and he got himself so tired, and then Canelo, the master defense, like, yes, everyone thinks about Floyd's defense, but when you're watching Canelo fight, how do you expect to hit a guy that's got his chin tucked, hands up,
you're right,
and when you don't expect it, you're going to get the shot, and
that's
lights out. Kovalev was sleeping.
Put up a better fight than Kovalev? No way.
No, I don't think so. But they make more money. I think they make more money than Floyd and Conor.
100%. That's what's wrong with fighting. That's what's wrong with fight fans, though. There's no way that Henry Cejudo and fucking
they shouldn't fight, but
the champion should draw. There's no way there's no way Conor versus Floyd should have drawn. Like, everyone knows what's gonna happen.
It was the interest, though. It was that interest of the left hand.
Sickens me. Sickens me. How'd that left hand work? Clean uppercut right to the jaw. Kept walking forward.
Night.
I was like, Floyd ate that with ease. I'm like, this isn't 5 ounce, 10, 15 ounce are a lot of different things, my friend. 5 ounce gloves and 15 ounce gloves, two very different things.
Alright, the co-main event.
Let's get to it.
Max Blessed Holloway. My hands down favorite fighter since he joined it. I love this kid. I love his kid. Like, Rush Holloway is my favorite kid to watch on Embedded sometimes, man. He is too funny. Now, can Max get back on top? Alex Volkanovski is like, he's like a fucking he's a wrecking ball. Like,
18 straight victories. Come on. Give this man some respect.
He does. And Max looked like he went through a buzzsaw last time. Like, he didn't know what to do. He didn't know how to get around. He looked like a dog fighting a fucking lion or something. Like, he wasn't all there. And
honestly, this is a tough one to predict, man. And there's so many layers to this. I don't even know where to begin. I guess we could start with the Zoom training camp. Is that a real thing? I don't know about that. I'm listening to DC and Hawani all day, and I don't know. DC's got me convinced that Max is playing me.
Yeah,
I can't be telling the truth right now.
And Max talking about doing this, like, high stepping in the hotel room and
no boxing at all.
Yeah, I don't see it. So you know what? This is gonna be a banger. I think this is low key the fight of the night. Maybe like maybe.
I think the key here is can Max deal those leg kicks and keep it neutralized with the boxing. Everyone knows what the deal is.
Yeah,
Max is gonna come out with some of the best boxing we've ever seen, and if Volkanovski can do what he did last time,
chop the legs down, man.
It'd be fucking impressive because I don't see it happening.
Well,
I think Volkanovski, they both have two clear paths to win this fight, and that's why it's such a hard call. Because Volkanovski's proven time and time again he can take you down, beat you up.
Yeah.
Can Max get up from that? I don't know. But he didn't even try to take him down last fight, which really surprised me, and he still shut him out, which is crazy.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah. It is very crazy. Now, with the last fight, like, do you think Max didn't make any adjustments when he should have made an adjustment in the second round, because for anybody watching that fight, you can just see my legs hurt from watching it. Like, you can see the swelling instantaneous. Like, he wasn't checking shit. He just let him happen. And by the third round, like,
always talk at all leading up to this fight, but he's saying things like those leg kicks didn't hurt. They were slapping me.
Yeah.
I didn't see how he won those rounds. Max, you're not fooling anyone, buddy.
Yeah.
You gotta really start checking those leg kicks. If you're gonna win this fight, you gotta make the proper judgments. But it's so. If anyone can do it, it's Max Holloway. I mean, it's so tough to count this kid out. He's easily the best featherweight champion of all time, at least top 2, in my opinion.
I agree. Now, with that, do you think Max makes the adjustment for this fight, and can he handle the distance? He was the king of distance until he fought Alex Volkanovski, and he got ruined with distance because he couldn't move fast enough after those legs kicked.
I'll tell you what, if he wants his title back, he better.
Yes, he's going to have to get moving.
This isn't the first time we counted Max Holloway out. A lot of people thought Brian Ortega was going to beat the shit out of him after he pulled out with the brain thing.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't the first time he's come back and said, no, I'm still the guy. I'm the #1 king, and I'm here to prove it.
I'm here for a minute, yeah.
Until Volko does it again, it's hard to count the guy out. I mean, just off what we've seen alone. But that being said, Volkanovski's fantastic. This is not... If Max has a long, hard 5-round war ahead of him if he thinks he's going to win this world title back.
Yes, 100% agreed. 100% agreed. That is going to be one hell of a barn burner. Now, going from that to what I think will be the KO of the night, not a fight of the night, because this won't go long enough to be a fight of the night.
I'll tell you right now, it better be. It better be.
This is going to be the quickest fight I think we are going to see, because of the whole night. I don't think it will break Masvidal's record, but
you think he's going to break his own record?
No, I think this is going to be the quickest fight of the night, but not the quickest in UFC history. I think it's going to be about a minute and a half.
That record's a little inflated anyway. I thought that should have been called after the knee. That record was running in.
Yeah. You can't react to that after 4 seconds and the bell rings and you rushed him.
That's got to be like a 3-second now. I think it was a little robbed on that. But wait, 5, still a chance. He still got it.
Yeah, he did. And now, let's talk about the main event. This.
Street Jesus.
Tony Montana. Jesus, Murphy.
Maurice Usman, man. Don't count Usman out. He's fantastic.
No, he dominated Woodley. Like, I've never seen anybody dominate that man. And
punched out what everybody wanted to see. Everyone wanted to see punched. I don't think there's a person north of the border that didn't want to see Colby Covington get. Even if you like the guy, you gotta want to see him get punched in the face a little bit.
I gave a standing ovation when he got knocked out. I gave a standing ovation. I was very happy.
Fuck up. Break that jaw again.
Now, the big question is the volume that will be thrown on Saturday night between these two in a short period of time. If they both survive this, will Usman's gas tank outlast Masvidal's? Because this is one thing that I was thinking about long and hard before making my decision on who I pick for this fight. Now, I have Masvidal for this fight. Now, the reason I say this is...
That's official. You got that in stone.
Yes, Masvidal is my pick. Now, the way I see Masvidal losing this fight is gassing and not knocking Usman out. If he can't knock Usman out within that first round, I think they gas, because they're going to be within at least 150 strike range each. So you're going to see about 300 strikes thrown within that first round between these two.
Really?
At least.
You think Usman's going to come like he did with Colby?
Yeah, but more rope-a-dope. And he's going to dodge a lot more because he does not want to get hit with a Masvidal shot. He was not worried about Colby. Colby's wasn't that powerful for Usman.
I couldn't disagree more. We were pretty eye to eye this whole card. And
yeah.
This is the line.
Yeah, this is it. Because this, you know what? This is a hard one.
Anticipated fight easily since Conor Diaz too at the welterweight division. That's
yes,
not, without a question.
Yes.
And this is even more for the hardcores than it should be. This fight is everything that makes the UFC one worth watching. I mean, the trash talk, wrestler, boxer, coming out on top.
I know rankings are supposed to play a part, and Masvidal's what 4 or 5 right now, but who else is he gonna fight? Yeah, who else is Usman gonna fight?
You gotta take. He might not have the longest win streak, but you gotta take a look at the quality of opponents that he's faced. And
how long has he been in the UFC too? Like the dude's had 15 years. He's been here 15 years, ladies and gentlemen. He just said, "I'm gonna start baptizing fools."
17 overall.
Yeah.
15 in UFC, which is insane.
Yeah.
Like anyone that's past 15 years in the UFC right now, I might be wrong on this, but like they're over the hill, right?
Yeah, they're not going to be as.
Let's be real about that. George Masvidal is 36, and he looks like he's fighting right now like he's 28.
Yeah, exactly.
It's unheard of.
And
to me, this fight is like pretty simple. It's can George stop Usman from grinding him to the fence and dragging him the fuck down, breaking his will, like we've seen him do to countless champions.
Now,
I mean, like you mentioned, he would.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, I think he did the same thing to Maya, right?
Yes.
He fought Damian Maya and destroyed him.
Yeah, he didn't let Damian. He didn't run like Tyron did. Tyron ran.
Oh, he went right to Damian. He's like, "You want to go to the ground? Let's go to the ground. We're not going to the ground. You want the way you want to, buddy. I'm gonna smother you."
Yeah.
He dominated. And I think that's what I don't think he's gonna strike with George. I really don't. I think he's gonna stand with George for a little bit. George is gonna go for something big. He's gonna wait for it, and if George doesn't land, I expect Kamaru to take him down, and that might be
grind him out. Yeah, I thought grind him out.
Boy, do I want to be wrong though. Like, can you imagine if this would be like the best story in MMA? George comes back from losing countless decisions against like every big fight he's ever been in. Just went the wrong way, and then he's like, "Fuck it, let's just go out and bang," and it's worked for him. And he's on the run of his career, making money, more money he's ever made. This would be a storybook ending.
How about this? Instead of fighting smart, what if Usman comes out, says, "I know I can beat you wrestling. How about I just stand here and bang with you and knock you the fuck out?"
I don't think Usman has the balls.
You don't think he's got the balls?
That's plain and simple. I don't think Usman is
ballsy enough.
Games. I don't think he's playing games Saturday night. There's too much on the line. He's talked too much shit.
Yeah.
Usman. George Masvidal has rented some serious income and property in Usman's head right now. Like he owns him.
Yeah.
Mentally, and Usman would be a complete fool. A complete fool to do what he did against Colby and just put his chin down, up in the air and let's bang.
Yeah.
That's not going to work out for him. I don't think anyone on the planet. Everyone knows George has one path to win. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, let's break it down. George has one path to win this fight.
He's got
to knock him out.
He's got to land. He's got to land.
You got to knock him out. You got to land that punch.
And if he misses,
it's over.
Yeah, if he misses and that counter comes in, I'm sorry, Usman's got the power, and he will put your fucking lights out. He's done it. He's done it to so many others.
And if he doesn't put your lights out, he's gonna put you to the fence.
See, I can't see him grinding out Jorge. I can't see him doing it. They've talked so much shit though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why he's gonna do it. He's a pussy. Look what he did to Hyder. Him and Hyder talked the whole. I don't know if you watched that season, of Ultimate Fighter, the ATT versus.
Yeah.
Him and Hyder talked the whole season. First episode, he called Usman out. He's like, "I'm facing you," and fucking Usman was fucking talk shit the whole time. They didn't fight. Finally, the finale comes. They fight. What happens? Usman takes him the fuck down for all 3 rounds. Or no, was it 3? Did he finish him in the 3rd, or was it the 2nd round? I'm not 100% on that.
Oh, the ATT and back Zills? That was in the second.
You get the point, though.
Yeah.
Usman should have stayed with a striker, but instead he's like, no, And the thing I think with the Colby fight is they're both so talented on the ground. He didn't even want to give it the chance. He's like, you know what? I don't even want to look stupid and like expose my game. You know?
Yeah.
Against a wrestler just as qualified as me, let's just do it. I think Colby has the same mindset. He's like, I could easily, if it was anyone else, like Tyron Woodley, I'd do it, but these 2 guys are beasts and they're in the smack prime of their career, unlimited gas tanks. Colby and Kamaru. If they're standing, it's close. If they're going to the ground, it's close. Like, there's no 10 out of 10 times who wins all 10. I don't know. Like, it's probably 5 and 5. I mean, it's fucking close.
Yeah. But so you have who for this fight then?
Official pick has gotta be Usman. I gotta go with
Usman
on this one.
So I was
gonna take him down, beat him up.
So I got Masvidal. You got Usman. Who you got in the hallway? Volkanovski?
Holloway.
I'm
Max. I'm from Ontario, man.
I'm going with you on that one. Peter Yan, Jose Aldo.
Aldo. The experience will prevail.
Yeah, I'm gonna go agree with you on that one. Jessica Andrade, Rose Namajunas.
Doug Rose
all the way.
Doug Rose
all the way.
Killer. She's gonna piece her up.
And then another one, unanimous decision. We're both going Amanda Ribas here because the punchy bag is gonna get dropped again. So.
I mean, like, it's not like she's not talented, but she's facing these killers, and she's every time, man. Like, why?
Main events, man. She wants that money. She's gonna get sent to the main event. She's gonna get slaughtered.
What's gonna get so far, my friend? She ain't
yeah.
In the picture. Come on.
Yeah, I hear that. She's in a hard division too. Well, Rob, it's been great, my friend. Thank you for this.
Me, man.
No worries. We'll do this. We'll do this again sometime.
Talk some MMA.
Yeah. Next we
got.
Better
way to spend Friday night. Let's go.
Yes, tomorrow is a big night. So like and subscribe. Hit that sub button. You know what we do. We'll be back for the next UFC bank card. Thank you, Rob. Signing off.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'll be back if you want me back. Easy, boys.
Cheers.